Let's think about the dream, like being asleep and dreaming. Did you write the script and go to bed and then perform it in your dream? Or did you just receive it? Daydreams the same way. We don't want you to dream about it in the sense, I'm dreaming about being a father and I'm dreaming about a relationship. That sounds like you're planning it and you're deciding it. And this is the difference that we want you to hear. You already dreamed it, you already thought it into being through not having a partner, by not being a father, by seeing other people with children. In other words, your life has caused you to put it there. Now your work is not to think it into being. You're not the thinker in this case, you're the receiver of the thought. So the only question that we want you to ask, and we want you all to try to find the answer to, do you believe that the vortex is real? Do you believe that there is a vibrational reality there? Do you believe that there's something there for you to receive? Or do you think that you've been put here to make it all happen yourself? Is there something there for you to receive? Is it real? Because if you believe, if you know that there's something there for you to receive, then you might put yourself into the mood or mode of reception. But if you think you got to demand it into place, or hammer it into place, or plan it into place, or talk it into place, or convince it into place, or defend it into place, or justify it into place, or effort it into place, or sacrifice it into place, then stuff's going to come to you, but it's going to be piddly and small. But if you can accept the reality of this vortex and the perfection of how big it got through this lifetime and others, and you can be happy for the contrast that causes you to focus it there, and now you can say, now I'm going to focus on the receiving mode. Now I'm going to meditate for 15 or 20 minutes once a day, and I'm going to find that mode of detachment, and I'm going to make lists of positive aspects, and I'm going to get on rampages of appreciation, and I'm going to tune myself emotionally. What are you doing? Are you working on that project? No, I'm just tuning myself. What? I'm tuning myself emotionally. What do you mean? I'm tuning into my power. What do you mean? I'm trying to think things that make me feel happy. So you're working on the project? Well, sorta. I'm tuning myself. And if I see something that makes me feel good, I'm like a dog on a bone. I focus on it and focus on it and focus on it until it wanes a little bit. That's what deliberate creation is. It's understanding that the creating is done, that you've asked and it's been answered. And then you just do anything and everything you can to get into that receptive mode and follow the impulses. We think you're going to like it once you really get the hang of this. But you got to give up some things. You got to give up how you think you look to others. You got to give up the marks on the chart. You got to give up performing for the opinion of others. You got to stop caring about their approval, because their approval will lead you into resistance. Won't it? People say to us, Abraham, you teach selfishness, and we're not sure that that's such a good thing. And we say, if you're not selfish enough to care about how you feel and to hook up with your true power, you don't have anything to give anyone anyway. Yeah, we do teach selfishness. But then others will say, well, we don't think you should be selfish. And what they mean is, you shouldn't follow your path to your happiness. You should do what we conditionally need for ours. And we say, that's pretty funny, isn't it? That they're saying, don't be selfish on your behalf, be selfish on mine. And be different if you could be selfish on their behalf and they could get happy, but they can't. They can't, because satisfaction comes from only one place. Having an intention and moving in the direction of it, you see. Lining up with your own inner being. And you can't stand in as stand-ins for others. Has anybody ever done something for you, and while you appreciated it, it wasn't the same as when you did it? You didn't say, I'll go forth and see how many handouts I can get. Because that would be like saying, I'll go forth into my physical body and I'll see how much I can show myself that others have the ability to create for me and I have no ability to create. Not one of you said that. You are so on the opposite end of that. Every one of you said, I'm going to go forth and I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to launch rockets of desires, and I'm going to have a good time doing it, and I'm going to get a handle on my emotions, and I'm going to feel the power of who I am and where I really came from, and I'm going to be the reason that my inner being expands, because I'm out here on the leading edge of all of that, and my inner being's going to stand in a place of such steady connection that I'll always be able to find my way to it, and when I find it, I'll be conscious and deliberate about it, and I'll do it on purpose. and I'll mostly feel good. Most of the time I'll feel really, really good. That's what you said.